Hey guys, welcome back to Tuti's Backyard Builds. I want to congratulate Carl, Instagram name Pumper05, for winning my $500 giveaway. It was a giveaway I did for reaching 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Again guys, I want to thank you all for the love and support. I will be doing another huge giveaway, God willing, when I reach 10,000 subscribers. That being said, this video is basically giving you guys an update on my twin turbo SS. But before giving you guys an update, I want to introduce you guys to the brain behind the operation of Tuti's Backyard Builds, my pops.
I'm Tuti Dad, Tuti Backyard Builds. We're working like a team, like a father and son. I use my 35 years experience on the field, but it's not good enough. I learn every day more and more. Especially when you're talking about swap. This is a swap, this is a new for me. Nice and beautiful experience working in a 1988 Monte Carlo Super Sport with a LS Corvette engine with a twin turbo. We have another project, my 1967 Camaro Super Sport. It will be nice. I hope it will be nice. So, thank you very much. Subscribe, please subscribe, like and subscribe, and thank you very much for everything.
That was my dad. Guys, I have learned so much from him and I'm still learning day by day. I want you guys to know that I'm also been working on the video that I will be uploading soon of my dad's 1967 Camaro SS. It's currently at the paint shop right now. We have done a lot of upgrades to it, so stay tuned for that video. Okay guys, so back to the update of my twin turbo SS. As you all seen on my last video, I got my car back from MIA Motorsports, in which they finished all my turbo pipe fabrication. By the way guys, I'm super happy with the work they did. I'm glad I took them the car. So guys, like I say all the time, I'm not an expert and I'm still learning. So I tried welding the sump to my original gas tank. I did all the proper measurements. I drilled out the holes. I then started welding the sump to the tank. But guys, as you see, I need a lot more practice with welding. The welds didn't come out nice. I literally had little holes everywhere. I ended up messing up the gas tank. So guys, what I learned about this is never practice welding on something you won't weld it correctly. So what I did was I went ahead and purchased an all aluminum racing gas tank with a sump welded into it already. Really nice gas tank. I love the finish. I bought it from a local shop called Horsepower located here in Miami, Florida. So I installed the gas tank. It was the correct measurement, OE fitment. So once the tank was installed, I made a bracket that attaches to the rear bumper that holds the fuel pump in place. Guys, I'm a huge fan of showing off my fuel system from the back. I love the look on it. The fuel pump I chose is the MagniFuel 750 with a pre and post filter. As for the size of the lines, I went with a -12 from the tank to the pump, -10 from the pump to the fuel rails, and a -8 as my return. So I had my fuel pump and filters mounted on. I ran my fuel lines through the chassis all the way to the front to connect to my fuel rails. So on the front, I mounted my fuel regulator to the firewall. I ran my -8 return line through the chassis back to the tank. I purchased a vacuum block with multiple ports for all my vacuum sources for a clean look. I ran my turbo feeds and drains. For the feed, I purchased an ICT billet plate that has dual -4 finish to run your lines to feed your turbos. The plate goes attached right above the oil filter. It's called the oil pan adapter flange. As for my turbo drains, I installed an ICT billet timing cover chain with dual welded -10 fittings for my turbo drains. I ran all my vacuum lines, installed all my sensors back, tucked all my wires away from the exhaust. For you guys with forward facing headers for your turbo applications and wondering what Sparkplug's wires to go with, I chose ICT billet make your own wires. I will be putting the part number below in the descriptions. The wires are long enough, you will have to cut them to your preferred measurements. They also come with different boot angles for a correct fitment. I really like them, definitely solved my problem. Also guys, I told you all on my last video, I don't want to see any wires on my engine bay. So what I did was I relocated my battery to the trunk. I have distributor blocks mounted on the front, tucked away by the radiator supports and the lights for my 12-volt ignition sources, constant 12-volt, and for all my grounds. For my main battery ground, I just ran it to a good chassis ground. I ran my constant 12-volt to my distributor block up front like I just mentioned. The battery is tucked away nicely behind my custom panels for a nice clean look. As for my gauges, I installed a dual gauge pillar for my vacuum boost gauge and my air fuel ratio gauge. Like I said on my last video, I like leaving my interior original with the exception of small upgrades like aftermarket gauges, radio, and speakers. Other than that, I don't like touching the interior. I will be doing a deep cleaning on my interior as I haven't cleaned this interior since I bought the car. So there you have it, guys. That's everything I've done so far. So now I'm gonna let you guys hear the car turn on. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned as I'm getting close to taking her to get a dyno tune, get the AC done. I live in Miami. AC on the car is a must. It's too hot out here, guys. I also want to get her repainted same color. The paint is all original. It is 30-year-old car, so the paint wear is showing off now. I want to get her back to showroom quality. So yes, guys, stay tuned. Please like and subscribe, and thanks.